Hey everyone, today I'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse, the Flash from the 2021 Justice League movie. First, of course, taking a look at the packaging. Unfortunately, he's not in the packaging because I filmed the intro to this video during the Christmas time when I still had the Christmas stuff up in the review station. So, it's to keep it consistent, I'm just gonna show you the packaging like this. There's an open window that would display the figure and all his accessories. You got DC logo right there. You got Multiverse, the Flash, Justice League 2021. On this side, you got another window with the Flash, and on the top it says DC Multiverse. On the back, you got a nice image of the Flash right there. The figure doesn't look exactly accurate to it because there's no silver paint on it, which I'll talk about more when I review them. And there's the other figures you need to collect as well. And on the top, just a window with Justice League 2021. You got the McFarlane logo right there, 22 points for articulation. On the bottom, just barcodes and everything else. So yeah, I already opened this guy, so let's get to the review. And just look at how beautiful this figure is. It looks so nice, with some exceptions that I'll talk about later. But looking at the head sculpt, I think this does look like Ezra Miller. I mean, it's maybe slightly off, just slightly, but the overall look looks pretty good. I love the sculpting right here on the helmet. It looks really nice. You know, McFarlane does really good with the sculpt, the detail in their figures. And there's some gold paint right there for the little earpiece. And there's some more that sculpted detail. I really wish these lines right here were painted silver. The shoulder pad looks nice. Got more of that sculpted armor right there. More gold paint and more red. The texturing looks really nice as well. You got the Flash logo right there. Looks really good, painted in gold. More of that sculpted detail. I think this darkish brown is painted. I think it is painted because there's some paint chipping right there, if you could see that. But yeah, it looks pretty good. It continues up right there. There's some issues with the articulation I'll talk about when I get to that. There's some, they even sculpted under there where you wouldn't even see that. That's really nice. Got more gold paint right there, more red on the crotch. It is a rubbery material, and it will warp if you have the leg up like this for too long, which it has on mine. More of that sculpted detail looks really, really good. More of those lines right there. I really wish they did that in the silver, but I probably could just try to do that myself if I wanted to. Got more of that sculpted detail on the side of the legs. Looks really good. More gold paint and gold paint right there on the shoes. Turning it around, you see all the detail on the back. He's kind of thick, just a little bit. His bust's a little bit too big. But there you go. Amazing looking figure. Taking a look at his accessories, is more here than I expected it to for DC Multiverse. Usually only come with like one accessory. This guy comes with 6 right here. But taking a look at the card first, you can see that it's just a picture of the Flash right there. It says the Flash Justice League, and you got a bio on the back. And he also comes with the display stand. I really like that they come with these just in case you want to use them. They have the option. And he comes with 4 effect pieces right here when he's running. Right there. There's 2 that are there's 2 that's a darker blue, and then there's 2 that is a lighter blue. And I think they're all different sculpts. Yeah, they're all different sculpts from each other, which is pretty cool. And I like that they included these. It's really, really nice. I think this accessories for this guy is pretty cool. For some size comparisons, let's just get them in shot here with the rest of the Justice League figures that I've gotten so far. Here's Batman and Cyborg, and I think there is a bit of a size issue here. Batman is kind of shorter than the Flash, which I don't think that's supposed to be accurate. I think the Flash is supposed to be a bit shorter than Batman. There has been some complaints about McFarlane's figures having some size issues, which I can see that here. But if you just ignore it, they still look pretty good together. And of course, here he is next to Masterpiece Jazz. Now taking a look at the articulation, there's a dumbbell joint up at the head, allowing him to look up. A very far. I really like it when the head can look up very far. Even if I'm not going to put in that pose, I like the option. You can look down pretty far. You do got some side to side, but it does have gap right there, which is pretty unfortunate. There's rotation. There is a dumbbell in the shoulder, allowing you to shift up and down, and you get some forward and back. Arm can go up pretty far and can rotate around 360. Bicep rotation, double bend at the elbow, goes all the way. There's a universal joint at the wrist, allowing you to go down and up. And if you rotate it, you can get some side to side. And there's rotation at the wrist. There is a ball joint up in the mid torso and a ball joint down at the waist, but really only the one at the waist moves. Only one at the waist really moves, because this top one doesn't move, because this part right here is a hard plastic, which I don't know why they did that. I feel like they should have made it like a softer plastic, so like you can be able to crunch. Like on Cyborg, this right here is a softer plastic glued on, so you can actually move that top joint, allowing for better crunch. So I kind of wish they did that on the Flash, but unfortunately they didn't. So you can only crunch them that far. You can crunch back that far. You do got some side to side rotation up top and rotation down at the bottom. There is a hinge at the thigh. I'm gonna kick up pretty far. You can kick back pretty far. Out, pretty good. Slight upper thigh rotation. Double bend at the knee, goes all the way. There's a universal joint down at the ankle, so the foot can go back, forward, and you do got front facing pin for tilt, but you can rotate it to the side to get some side to side movement there. And you got your standard toe joint on McFarlane figures. So overall, their articulation is pretty limited in some places, but you can get them in some pretty cool poses. So overall, I think this is a really good figure. There are some issues that I had, like with the articulation when they had this solid plastic piece right there that limited the crunch, when I wish they did it like they did on Cyborg. And yeah, it's just a bit limited, like on the thighs, and also there's some gappage in the head right there. But the detail is really nice, and you can get them in some pretty good poses. I wish they did paint the silver right there on the little lines right there. That would have made it look a lot better. But for $20, what you get right here is really, really good. All that molded and sculpted detail is really awesome, and it just makes this guy look really good on your shelf. So overall, I'll give this guy a 9 out of 10. Anyway, that's it for this review. If you like the video, then go down there and give me a like. And while you're down there, excuse me. And while you're down there, subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.